We have a very full day for you, hopefully a very exciting one.
It wasn't just a really nice experience, it just changed everything in my life. All the hostility, all the anger, all the negative feelings I had about the war went away. And I really felt for the first time that people cared that I was over there, and never got tired of the expression, "Thank you for your service," to this day.
Thank you for your service is the sentiment at the heart of each of the village's Honor Flight missions. The nonprofit is one of 125 hubs of the National Honor Flight Network, all committed to honoring those who served during World War II, the Korean War, the Vietnam War, and veterans of any service era who are critically ill.
Villages honor flight, columns of 2, forward, march!
Each mission includes a one-day trip to our nation's capital. Every veteran is accompanied by an individual guardian. A medical team, flight team, and videographers and photographers round out the traveling party.
Welcome to Baltimore, Washington International Airport.
This trip, there's so many men around me that are my age. There's a lot of Vietnam veterans, there's a lot of Korea veterans, there's even a few World War II veterans, you know. And it's awesome to think about all the people that stepped forward in America's history to fight for her or to fight with one of our allies. It's we do a lot for the world.
They tour the city's monuments, going to Arlington National Cemetery, the Air Force Memorial, and they end at the National Mall for visits to the World War II, Korean, and Vietnam War memorials, all at no cost to the veterans.
Thank you for your service, Jim. Welcome home. Sid, thank you for your service. Welcome home.
Look at all the stars. There has to be, what, 500,000 of them up there?
How can somebody imagine a design like this? It's just fascinating. I mean, I've seen pictures of this, but to experience it firsthand is really awesome, is the word. These young people today, they have no concept of what we experienced back then and the way the country came together. And, as Roosevelt said, the day lived in infamy itself. It certainly did. But we got to keep remembering it, and that's what this does. It keeps bringing it to our attention.
Seeing the Vietnam Wall is impactful for many.
An awful lot of those names up there are people my age. That didn't come home. I guess that's the best I can do to describe how it feels. There's a saying for that war that says, all gave some, and some gave all. It was a brutal, brutal war.
Buzz Kukowski was a member of the Brownwater Navy in Vietnam. The honor flight was his time to finally visit the wall and gain some closure.
I'd avoided it for all these years, and I guess it was just time to do it. And this was the opportunity. And she was good enough, my guardian, to come along to be there for me. And it's put more to closure now. I'm more comfortable. And, I didn't trace any names or anything. I know the guys that are on there, and I don't have to do that part of it. But for me, to come here to see it and feel it was what I really needed. The idea that if more people would understand freedom isn't free, you know, it's got a big price, you know, and that's a reminder to me.
This is what makes it all worthwhile. It's not about me, it's all about him today. And that's what I love to be able to do. That's how we can truly say thank you for your service and thank you for your sacrifice.
And it's just so much different than when we came home.
From the pre-flight check-in, send-offs, and welcome homes to those actually on the trip, it takes over 100 volunteers to facilitate each mission of the village's honor flight. Some volunteers are veterans, but others want to honor family members who have served or just pay tribute to the sacrifices veterans make. For everyone involved, it's a moving experience.
My husband did 20 years in the service, and he did 2 tours in Vietnam, and that's what got me involved in the honor flight. When he came back from Vietnam, he got spit on at the airport. He did not get honored, and my heart goes out to all the veterans that didn't get recognized like they should be. So I want to make them feel good for what they did for our country.
Actually going on the missions with the vets and hearing their stories and really getting to know them as, you know, the individuals and the lives they had to lead in the military and what they had to leave behind and losses they've suffered. I'm in tears every time I go on a mission because it's just profound. It really is.
The goal with this mission is the same as with all missions, to bring the vets back happy with big smiles on their faces and telling us that this was the most wonderful a day of their lives, which frequently happens. That's always been our goal.
Did you have a great time today?
Yeah.
I didn't hear you.
Yeah. God bless America.
A day of remembering, of camaraderie, of gratitude and honor for those who served and sacrificed so much for our nation.
There are 10,000 veterans, give or take, who live in the villages. And many of them have been recognized, but most of them haven't. And our job is to get them recognized for what they're doing. They don't have to have been in World War II or Korea or Vietnam or Desert Storm or anything like that. They may have sat at a desk in Washington, but they sacrificed for their country and they lost a lot of family time by being in the service, and we need to recognize them for that. So whether you serve one day in the military or whether you've served 28 years, honor flight is something you want to do.